Hello, everyone. Welcome to Listening Everyday Podcast. It's your host, LA. How you guys doing? How you doing? I am hoping you guys are doing well. It's another episode. You got it with your host, LA, and it is time for me to share my lesson from today. So I'm wrapping up my evening, getting into some biblical studies and just some personal training studies, if that makes sense. And so I wanted to share with you guys just what's on my mind and how I am feeling. Today, I have had the opportunity to, again, reassess my thoughts, my thought process on different things that are happening in upcoming events, upcoming events, right? That are going to be taking place in my personal and professional life. And what I gathered or wanted to share with you guys is about holding yourself accountable, but also being open to understanding others' perspectives. I don't know how else to say it. I had to take time to self-reflect today and to really understand that when you're communicating with others, getting an understanding is so vital. It's important. It's necessary. Most times we want to either, make a point or get our point across, make sure we're understood. But it is so important to make sure that you and others, like both or all, are understood. Understanding is a great way to have I don't know how to name it. It's great to have or to conclude from a conversation, from interaction. It's clear communication. I guess that's the best. That is like the best way I can describe it, how it's coming to me. And it's definitely a better way to describe that for you guys. But I wanted to just say that, with getting an understanding and when you're communicating and within communication and learning, just remember that no one's the perfect communicator. No one's perfect. Okay. So that means that when you are miscommunicating something or something is miscommunicated or misinterpreted, just go back to get clarity, getting clarity, understanding, and clearing the air is the best way to go. That's a tip. That's my giveaway to you guys, right? And I believe personally that is very humble and it's humility when a person can actually, or maybe I'm saying it wrong, okay, but I think it's humble. It shows humility and it shows someone being humble when someone can come back and say, hey, I could have communicated differently. My perspective was so limited and I should have been more open, or took time to look through different lenses or to understand from your point of view or perspective, right? I believe being able to, hold yourself accountable and hold others accountable is definitely helpful. And in the long run, it's going to build that credibility. It's going to build that trust. It's going to go into improving your communication and communication skills, because communication is key to so much stuff. So much when it comes to interacting with others. You have to communicate, okay? And everyone has different communication styles. There are some that have various communication styles that know how to be flexible and can communicate in different levels or different ways to meet other people where they are. I personally am going to work on being that, more flexible and adaptive, and being able to transition from different communication styles. It's almost like leadership styles, being able to switch it up, because just like everybody, learn differently. Some people prefer just reading and they can learn just like that. Some people, they're hands-on. They got to be able to do what you're teaching them, right? And some people are visual. They got to see it. I got to see it in order to, understand it, catch it, comprehend, and learn it. So same way with communication, right? Learning someone's style, the way they communicate, the way that they articulate and communicate. I keep saying communicate, but the way they understand, or helping them, right? We can help one another when it comes to communicating and building and truly improving communication. But you have to want to do that, right? You have to be in a place of saying, I can use some help in this area. And it's very important, because misunderstandings mostly come because something was miscommunicated, or something wasn't communicated, or someone was just not communicating. Okay, I would say that. And it's easy to be able to go back. That's something I believe is easy to correct, but it takes, you coming back as an individual and saying, hey, I just self-reflect. I just self-assess. I know that I can do this better, and I may not be the best person when it comes to communication. So that's just something to throw out there. That's something I learned, and something that, I'm working on, in all of my relationships, horizontal, even vertical, right? With, just in my spiritual walk and in my personal walk, my relationship walk with others, being able to improve. I want to get better. I want to be able to, communicate, but also have clarity and understanding, and be able to know that, I'm not going to always get it right? And that's where grace comes in. I'm still going to probably miscommunicate or misinterpret something, or jump to some other perspective because I'm stuck in my own perspective or something like that. Like I'm human. Okay. So, I just encourage you to, hey, that's just something in my walk right now, my lesson. But I know that it helps. Even in relationships, it helps. It's key. And when you're working to improve that and you're open to it, it gets better. It should get better, right? It's not always easy, and it could be out your comfort zone, but it's worth it, because it's growth and it's part of growing. And to grow through, you got to get to know, and you have to build, right? And it's gonna improve you, and that's key. So that's just something that I was thinking about and had self-reflection on today, or tonight, this evening. And hopefully I said something that helps you. Hopefully you can relate, maybe. And hopefully you stay tuned and you come back. so I can share more from my lessons in life, because as I say, life is a journey. You're going to continue to be learning. You're going to continue to learn something new about yourself, others that you interact with and communicate with, you live with, you are building a relationship with, you work with. There are different things that you transition into. There's different things, changes that make in different seasons of your life, and not just different seasons. As long as you're still living, you're still going to be growing and learning and building and improving and changing, right? Changes is not bad, Change could be good or bad, but most times changes are for the better, hopefully. But all in all, I am just saying that life is a journey, and there are many lessons that life teaches. And as you continue to live, remember, there is something still to learn. Be open to learning, open to receive, and be honest about where you are, so that people can meet you where you are, and vice versa. Show that same, reciprocate the same thing. Be open to meeting them where they are and learning where they are, and understand that they're learning too. Just as you're learning, they're learning too, because we're all living. And as long as you are living, you are still learning and growing, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's a part of becoming whole, and is also a part of staying whole. That wholeness is ongoing. So these are things I learned, things I want to share. I hope you, again, could take away something from the message that I'm delivering to you. And I truly pray that you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning if it's the morning, a wonderful day if it's midday, and just enjoy life. And remember, life is a journey. God bless you.